then you throw in the Brady angle.
Yeah.
Now, what the Dolphins said about Brady, multiple team sources on condition of anonymity due to the sensitivity of the situation. This is not on the record comment. On the record, no comment. There have been internal discussions about bringing Brady on board as a minority owner of the Dolphins. That is what was conceded. Not that they were thinking about bringing him into play, but 2 years ago, I know the Patriots were extremely concerned. When he became a free agent, he was going to jump to Miami because he's got
Flores.
a strong connection to Bruce Beal.
Yep.
Strong connection to Bruce Beal, the owner in waiting, who is the right-hand man of Stephen Ross. Beal and Brady are tight. They're close. They're very good friends. The thinking was Brady goes to Miami, finishes his career, and then buys a chunk of the team. That's what the fear was in New England 2 years ago. And that's what was but once the Flores lawsuit gets filed and he blows the whistle on the potential tampering with Tom Brady, even though it doesn't mention Tom Brady, it's been reported, and I can tell you it's accurate, the quarterback that Flores refers to in his lawsuit that Stephen Ross, the owner of the team, wanted Flores to meet with against the rules regarding who you can talk to and when and how, it was Brady in 2020. And
the yacht, right? The pull up your yacht, where your yacht pulls up next to my yacht, and we meet and talk about how you can be the quarterback of our team. Yes.
You don't need the big Sherlock Holmes magnifying glass to conclude that Bruce Beal facilitated that meeting that never happened because Flores refused to participate in it. So this time around, and I don't know which came first, whether it was the interest in Peyton or the interest in Brady. It very well could be it was the interest in Brady.
Sure.
And that Peyton, after they fire Flores, Peyton becomes the hand-picked head coach. Because Peyton was 4-0 against Brady in the regular season the last 2 years, even though Peyton wasn't there for one of the games. And even though Peyton's the offensive guy, if you have a defense that you can trust, we know what Sean Payton can do offensively. We know what he can do with a guy like Drew Brees with all the underneath throws and how perfect they constructed the offense. And Brady can make all those throws, and he can make the throws down the field.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston had trouble last year with the underneath stuff. He could get the ball down the field. Brady marries both guys together.
Definitely.
That would be a dream for a guy like Peyton to work with Tom Brady for a couple of years and pursue a Super Bowl championship in South Florida.
Yeah, no question. I mean, I would think that this was, again, this is an aspect I don't know. I do know that, yes, when it comes to the lawsuit and the pursuing of Brady, that's real. Again, what I've been told, too, is the conversation with Brady to Miami, and all of that. There's been a little more conversation than, I think the world would realize at this point. And to the point where, again, now this is a part I don't know, but you and I know the NFL. We know how the donuts are made and everything and what goes behind the curtains. I would have a hard time thinking Flores being fired when he was fired, that this Brady-Peyton thing wasn't already in the works or being talked about to a degree. I don't think it was Flores getting fired and then, let's pursue Sean Payton and see if the Brady thing will work out too. No, that's not the way I would envision that happening. From that aspect, that's where I would see it and go, no, I think this was in the works, and that might have been, part of the reason Brian Flores does get fired. But either way, it's just amazing to think, hey, Tom Brady, we thought he was going to retire. We thought he's done. Oh, wait, Miami, we know they're building a house down there, the Brady family and Giselle and everything that way. That makes sense. The Bruce Beal, aspect you talk about. Yeah, you got Sean Payton. You're really going to a team, the Dolphins, that are like, it's kind of like the Buccaneers 2.0 to a degree. I mean, it's talented guys that need a little bit of a quarterback and some finishing polish, and all of a sudden we go, wow, they might be a Super Bowl contending type of team. The story is amazing, let alone I think when you tie it into, Peyton, Brady together, and then the ramifications in the NFL and what was going on with Flores being fired and the lawsuit and everything there. I think when you tie all that together, too, it's really an amazing story. It really is.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.